They love modern music. They love rock music. They love the blues, or they love any of that. So they get good at it. You know, modern music. You know, singing and playing the blues and
easy.
So, yeah. Easier. So they get good at it. Elton John, great classical player, a piano player, but he was nowhere near Liberace. He was nowhere near Albanese. He was so he was no Mozart. So you know, they love classical, but they also love modern music. So they become, you know, Elton John. You know, and they're good at it. And, you know, most people they can't tell the difference. You know, you hear a rock song, you know, it's catchy, you like it, it sounds great, but you hear a classical piece, you're like, they hear it and it's like, this is boring. But half of the time they don't know the work that goes into it, and all the playing that goes into, all the years, the tears that go into trying to play one single piece. So, you know, they rather lean towards what's easier to understand. That's how it goes.
Can you play classical?
Well, this one, let's see if I can still remember this. Oops.
Yeah, keep in mind you're tuned to flat right now, so it's gonna be a little bit off.
Sounds pretty, yeah, but it's not nowhere near what it used to be.
Play flamenco!
I love the way the guitar can sound like crying, you know?
Oh yeah. It's like the classic was like the classical guitar is like a little orchestra.
You don't hear that a lot in today's music. Guitar, really,
Yeah.
you know.
See, hands are all messed up.
No, I think you're just starting to notice the frustration I've been having with that guitar. I don't know. It doesn't never really felt right to me, that guitar.
Yeah, this guitar sounds good. This guitar is better than the one I got.
You can have it.
Keep it. Oh, this is a nice guitar.
I've always wanted a Dobra anyway. I've never gotten into that guitar. That guitar made me not want to play. Play flamenco.
Flamenco is all minor. That's all there is. You play anything that's minor, and it sounds flamenco. Or you take like the seventh of step of any minor scale.
I figure if I can learn a few good notes and then I get the rhythm down, because that's usually like the hardest part with flamenco. I think is just like keeping a rhythm and like, you know what I mean, like just being able to like keep with it and keep it going, keeping it alive.
Yeah. I like it more like the way classical sounds. So
Do you know how hard classical is? I'm talking about something I can do. that I might kind of get away with.
See, this thing is it's a mix of two things. If you know how to break your scales, you know how to play the chords, and all you do is basically play your chords, and then you just let your chords be your surround sound, and then your lines would be like. That's all there is. You know your chord?
Wow.
That's all there is. That's all there is. So if you know how to break your chords and play the melodies. I mean, this sounds good with just one guitar, but imagine if you had just one guy going like,
Right, a rhythm and a lead.
and then somebody else going off with the melody, or somebody else playing, bass, like an acoustic bass. You can really, and if all three guitars are like in tune nicely, you can really sound like a nice, not sound good, like a real trio, modern trio. But
Thrice had to go acoustic for a while. Their drummer, his back went bad, and they did it that way. Lead, rhythm. Well, the singer did like one of the guitar parts, and then with acoustic bass. And they had to tour that way. They had to finish their tour that way. I mean, what do you do when your drummer's just back goes back?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You can.
Right. And they're from Jersey. They're from Morristown.
Who?
Originally. Thrice.
Really?
Originally.
See, like the minor scale is nice. So whatever you play minor is gonna sound Hispanic.
Yeah.
Whatever you play minor.
Why is that?
No, because because the minor scale is like the romance of the major scale. Let's say if you were to have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. See that music is. I mean, it's just like people. It has to come from somewhere. I mean, it's frequency, right? Sound, but why does it... I mean, I was obsessed with harmony. When I was learning it, I was obsessed. I was a harmony freak. I wanted to know everything there was about music notation and harmony. Why does it here C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C? Why does it keep going? Why do I have to C? It has to go... start all over again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then from here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C again. Why? Why doesn't it keep going like the alphabet? But the sound is the same. I mean, you can keep going and say, well, I'm going to make my own scale and just call it differently. But the sound is the same. Let's say if I had this C, when I went to D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So if I take these two C's and play them together, you hear the harmony? They both sound the same. Why? They both sound the same. So if I take this C and compare it to the higher C, they both sound the same. You put it. That machine that you have to tune your guitar. You play this one, it's going to tell you it's a C. You play this one, it's going to tell you it's a C. Same thing like over here. It'll tell you it's a C. Why? Why does it work that way? You know what? Why does it work that? Why doesn't it just keep going?
Why doesn't the dog bark when Osman plays guitar, but when I play Call of Duty, he goes crazy and nuts?
You know, he.
Go A to
So
Z.
it's so basically from from this the minor scale will be the sixth step of the major scale C D E F G A. The sixth step. So from here you have another scale is born A B C D E F G A. So if you have your scale C major C D E F G A B C, but then you can have that's what they call the Ionian scale. But from there everything else is born. You have your C, you have your do.